I'm Arvind Narayanan, a co-founder of TechAgro. So we are here to combine two major industries we have today. One is agriculture, and the other is manufacturing. Our vision is to become one of the largest manufacturers of fresh vegetables and fruits. I'll tell you why we are getting into that line of thinking. Basically, our what we are doing is trying to solve the supply part of the problem of fresh vegetable market, where the demand is pretty much constant throughout the year. It is consistent, but the supply is erratic, inconsistent, and at best seasonal. We can categorize this industry as a supply driven market for that reason. And the supply is what actually takes care of the pricing of these commodities. Um, India transforming into a middle class population is the demand for fresh vegetables and meat and dairy products are increasing at a tremendous rate. And hence, we find a huge opportunity here to solve some of these supply issues. Uh, yes, the problem is being addressed at a different way. People are going for a large scale aggregation model where people spread out of the urban centers and aggregate as many farms as possible, bring it to one place, do the segregation, and provide a homogeneous experience or quality to people, to the consumers in urban centers. Uh, but there is a particular catch there. It is only to an extent where the aggregation is profitable or the cost does not exceed the cost of aggregation. So these days, the number of farms are becoming lower. A lot of your second generation, third generation farmers do not want to do agriculture anymore. And there is a very real threat of erratic weather patterns. And even today, we feel it, being in the industry, we feel these forces acting and tipping the scale of, say, vegetable prices higher and higher. Yeah. So we are combining agriculture and manufacturing here to bring out a very consistent, high yielding farms. Our farms are at 100 ton per acre per annum yield compared to 7 tons per acre per annum in soil. We grow at the moment a lot of leafy vegetables. We grow about 19 leafy vegetables. We sell to direct to customer e-commerce, large e-commerce guys like Gourmet Garden, Deep Rooted by Clover Ventures, Super Daily, and we also send our produce to Hyderabad. Uh, See, in this landscape, I'd like to stress a little bit on this slide where we have to understand why this particular solving production issues is necessary. We have small holding farmers who do conventional and organic farming, and we have technology providers in this space where there are people who bring technology in from different countries and try to sell it here, and they get into rudimentary agronomy support and buyback agreements, and their incentive is as long as they're able to sell the technology, they take a commission out, and it's not aligned with the grower's interest. And there are huge funded startups like Clover Ventures, Gourmet Garden, who come with big money and try to attack the supply, the production problem. They shortly move towards aggregation because the production issue is a harder nut to crack. So we use something called CEA, controlled environment agriculture. Uh, Technologies like hydroponics, aeroponics, aquaponics, we try to add a tinge of manufacturing principles to that and become one of the most efficient producers in the country. So as a company, we are three people. We develop the technology, we do the management of the farms, and we buy back. We complete the products from our joint venture partners. Why is joint venture relevant here is because putting these manufacturing units, as I call it, and farms is quite an expensive affair. So to make sure that we are not diluting to expand our production base, we get into joint ventures with HNIs and start creating joint venture farms where we give all the support technology. We design, we put the farms, we manage it, we do the production and buy back. And In return, the investors get a decent return on interest, yeah, on a monthly basis. So our farms are they're operational for about 10 to 15 years. So what are we doing here? We are trying to become one of the largest producers of vegetables.